Hello everybody, happy Valentine vlog day. Hope everybody is having a great day, whether you are booed up or not. If you live in the city of Chicago, I hope you are able to partake in some of these all-star weekend events, because of course there's a lot of them going on. So hopefully you can, if you can't get into the game, because I know that stuff is expensive, trust me, I looked it up. I'm all-star fan, okay? But if you can't get into none of the games, hopefully you can go to some of the events and all of that jazz, you know? But anywho, really quick before I get started, want to give a couple of quick shout outs. Shout outs to freebreakfastapparel.com is where I got my shirt that says melanin gives you superpowers, because you know it's Black History Month, so we got to represent, although it's Black History 365, because our history ain't just limited to February, right? Right. Also, these earrings are from a Black-owned vendor. Now, I'm going to be honest, I do not remember her name, but I got them from the Black Women's Expo years ago. And I do not remember her name, but this is also a Black-owned item. And my lip color is from a Black-owned business owner as well. She sells like vegan lip glosses and lipsticks and things like that. So if you want to get some from her, here is her card. Can you guys see? I'm turning around to the back there. You get her information. Hopefully you guys can see that. And so just, you know, make sure that if any other time you don't support Black businesses, at least in the month that is supposed to be about our history, support a Black business, including your friends and people you know. You know, don't just limit it to strangers, because I know a lot of people say, I'm going to support a Black business, but then they got a cousin or auntie or somebody that got a store or restaurant, you know, you don't go support them. Support the people you know just as much as you support the people you don't know, okay? All right, so enough with that public service announcement. How y'all doing this week? My week has been good, and I know you guys are probably wondering what happened to last week's vlog. Well, last week I was traveling, okay? My godmother kidnapped me and brought me to Alabama with her. And so that's where I am. And so I am here now doing my vlog. I'll be back home shortly though. But yes, I'm here helping her out with some things. So that is why there was no vlog last week. Because like I said, we were literally traveling. So I was like, I'll just, you know, skip this week and go ahead and do next week, so that way you know, we can stay on track with things. So y'all missed me? Did y'all miss me? I know it was only 1 week that y'all missed, but did y'all miss me for real? Y'all didn't miss me anyway. Things this week have been pretty okay, pretty normal. You know, like I said, I'm out of town, so haven't really you know, like I've been mostly helping her out with her things, and including her book. I'm not going to give no details. I'm not going to get no spoilers about her book on my vlog. You know, I'm going to let her do what she do. But been helping her even with her book as well and typing it out. And let me tell y'all, I got to type out some stuff for my book as well. Like, finally got to get what I had in me out. And oh my God, it felt so amazing to be able to sit in a place. I had to actually, in all honesty, at first, find a comfortable position to sit, because the way the computer here is set up and the keyboard and stuff, it was a little bit uncomfortable at first. But the good thing about it is that the computer screen is touch screen and the keyboard is wireless, so I was able to just, and the mouse, so I was able to just move. So I moved to a different position, found a comfortable position to sit in, and was typing my little butt away. And it felt so good to be able to sit in a comfortable position to sit and type. And just, you know, just keep typing, as opposed to being at the library like I showed y'all before, where it's all weird and uncomfortable, and then the seats are uncomfortable. It was making my back hurt, and it was just too much. So I was just super excited to be able to have the comfort of a home computer to be able to sit and type and do what I needed to do for writing my book and helping her with hers and all of that jazz. So it was just great. And I'm going to do more writing as well. I'm going to get more stuff out, and probably, I don't know, I'm maybe get another chapter, or at least the chapter started on my book before I leave. So I'm just really excited, y'all. Can't y'all tell I keep moving and stuff? I'm just like, oh, so excited. And I cannot wait till I get a computer of my own again, so that I can, you know, be able to do this at home every day, all day. Well, not all day, but y'all know what I mean. But anywho, And also, I wanted to bring up something that my cousin brought up after he received his book and started reading it. He pointed out to me in a video that he made, talking to me about something he found funny, that my book didn't have page numbers, right? So I know if you ordered a book, or if you have ordered it and you like, this book ain't got no page numbers, what's going on? Well, there is a reason behind it. It is not like a logical reason or anything. It's just like a mishap, I guess you could say. So when I first started, the whole self-publishing process, I was going through CreateSpace. And CreateSpace, in their system, they had it set up where when you uploaded your book into the system, it automatically gave it page numbers. So I was like, cool, didn't have to worry about that, right? But then when KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, bought out CreateSpace, that's when the whole automatic page numbers things went away. So then a friend of mine, he, saw me writing my book one day, came over to the house, and he was like, you want to add a header and a page number thing? I was like, no, well, how do I do that? So he showed me. So I was able to get a header at the top, as you can see, at the top of all of my pages. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It says, I am not my father. And then I was trying to get page numbers at the bottom, but I couldn't get like page 1 to start on the first page of the first chapter. Like page 1 kept starting on like the very first page of the book, like the copyright page, and I didn't want that. I wanted the first, like, page number 1 to be on the first page of the first chapter, but I couldn't figure it out. Like, I kept trying to figure it out, and I couldn't figure it out, and I feel like it was something that I probably should have initiated or started before I started writing it. But like I said, it was already, originally a play, so it was already kind of typed out a little bit. So I just kind of went in and changed some things and edited it. Didn't even think about page numbers until after it was pretty much done. And so this time around, hopefully I can figure it out, or somebody can help me figure it out. I might have to go to YouTube and look at a tutorial or something. But hopefully I can go ahead and get the page numbers started and everything before I, proceed forward and into the book, even though I've already done a little bit of typing, but it's not much. So hopefully I can get it worked out before, I get deep into the book like I already was first. So that's just a little side note for you guys, so you can know that when you get this book, don't be trying to tell me what your favorite pages or what your favorite situation was, like my cousin, because that's how he pointed it out, because he was trying to tell me about a conversation that the main character was having with his grandma one morning, where he was saying, like, I know you raised me right, and she was like, well, I know I didn't if you and that Trina girl is having premarital relations. And so that was his girlfriend. And he was like, what? Like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. And she was like, oh, I know how you young folks do. You want to sample the cookie before you dip it in the milk. Like, and he thought that was so funny. So he had to tell me. But he pointed out that it wasn't no page number. So I was like, oh, well, let me explain it and break that down to people, so that way they can know that, this is the reason as to why there are no page numbers. Yeah, so like I said, that's why there are no page numbers. But hopefully with the next book, I can go ahead and get that figured out and worked out and all that jazz. So yeah, so that's just that. That has been the journey so far this week. Hopefully I can make some sales. And since it is Black History Month, and I have pointed out all of the Black business owners that I've supported, you can support me also, a Black author, okay, by purchasing my book, okay? You can go to Amazon.com and purchase it. If you prefer ebooks and things like that, or if you want an autographed copy, you can send me a message in my DMs on Facebook or Instagram, and then I'll contact you back and let you know the ways that you can make payments. And also, I'm going to put something in the description of this video as well, so that way that you guys can see it, and just go ahead and let me know if you want a copy of the book, because we have to support each other, in everything that we do. We have to try and make sure that if nobody else supports us, and when I say us, I mean us, we support us. We have to come through for each other. We, like back in the day when we didn't have a choice, we have to go back to that time where it's not an option. You know what I'm saying? It needs to always be us taking care of us, no matter, and I understand a lot of people say, well, black people's prices for things are always so high. Well, that's because we don't have some of the same resources that other people have. If I own a shop of any kind, 9 times out of 10, because I'm a black person, and wherever, and if it's in a community full of black people, my rent is probably, or mortgage is probably going to be higher based off that fact, as opposed to somebody who may not be black. You get what I'm saying? So of course I got to charge you a little more than the shop that the Asian people own, because they gave the Asian people a low interest rate and low, payments and all that stuff, but they not doing that for me. You get what I'm saying? We have to just go ahead and be able to give the support to each other anyway, because the more income and more money that a business brings in, maybe then later on they can lower their prices. But in the beginning, you can't expect the first time shop owner of clothes or hair salon or nail salon or whatever the case may be to give you the low prices when they haven't even made a profit yet. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta start making sure that we do good and we support each other. We support our friends, our artist friends, our artist family members. It's good to share stuff on Facebook and Instagram and social media and let people know that you're proud of them and all of that jazz. But support is a verb. It is an action word. That means you go out, you purchase, you go to the shows, you buy the books, you go to the stores, you buy the clothes, you buy the tickets to the events or whatever the case may be. That's support. Even if you don't show up, even if you just purchase just to say, hey, I support you, that's support. And that's what we need to start doing for each other. And I wasn't trying to go on the whole, Black History rant or whatever, but I just wanted to get that out because it's very important to me. And I'm pretty sure it's important to a lot of you all, my viewers. You probably have been doing whatever it is you're doing, your poetry, or you're being an author, or being a singer, or a dancer, or whatever you do for a long time. And maybe you feel like you don't, have the support of the people in your general circle. Well, share this message with them. Even if you're somebody who's watching this who feel like you do more. It's not gonna hurt you to do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Even if the person don't say thank you, don't give you gratitude or whatever, you didn't do it for gratitude. You did it to support. So support that person, help them out. You don't got to do it all the time. You don't have to give them all of your support, all of your money, or whatever the case may be. But show them that you were there for them. So that way, ain't nobody got nothing to hang over your head. Ain't no got to be like, when I was on my lowest, you wasn't there for me. Now I'm up. You want to, you can always go back and remember, like, hey, I remember you bought tickets to my show. You didn't come, but you bought tickets to it. And I appreciate that because that added to my, my situation. That helped me to be able to pay the bill or whatever the case may be for the venue, So just support each other. And people, if you feel like you're not getting the support from your general circle, find a new circle, or just don't even worry about it. I know that there are some people in my life who have not purchased my book, and they know I've written a book, and guess what? I do not care, because at the end of the day, I didn't write this book just for my circle. So if nobody in my circle ever bought my book, that is fine with me, as long as it's getting out there to other people, to people who've never heard of me before, because I want it to be more than just about me and the people that I know. This story is not just about people that I know. Everybody deals with generational cycles and curses and things that are trying to destroy their legacy. Not just me, not just my people. So I just wanted to, make that known, that it shouldn't be just about your general circle. It's great to have support from your circle, but also if you don't get it, keep it moving. Keep pressing forward. Keep doing what you do. Send your stuff out to whoever you need to send it to. Go to different events. Vendor, do whatever you need to do. Focus on your mission and your goal, and not the support of the people, because people may not always be able to support you, or maybe not even want to support you, and that's perfectly fine. But as long as you don't give up, like I've said before, you only fail when you quit. So as long as you don't give up, and as long as you keep pushing and you keep pressing your product, which hopefully is legal product, but as long as you keep pushing and pressing that thing, then that's all that matters, and the victory will come to you. You will be successful. Just keep pushing. You won't be successful if you stop or give up, or only focus on what the people in your circle do, because unless you are Beyonce and Jay-Z, your circle, I'm pretty sure, is rather small. your cousins, your aunties, and all this stuff. Even if you do have a big family, I have a very big family, but they not everybody. They're not the world. Most of them all live in one state. So how is that gonna benefit me if my whole family, if every person in my family buy my book, and that's it? So I just want to encourage you guys to just keep going, keep pushing, support Black businesses. Don't focus on just one circle of people to support you. Keep pressing, get the support of all the people everywhere. And I hope you guys have a great day, great Valentine's Day weekend. Go East for All-Star Weekend. I'm always going to rep the East because the Bulls is in the East. So I love y'all. Bye. Bye.